modern, as well as WS65 mobile workstation, as well as GE75 Raider in Malaysia. Well, thank you so much for sparing your time today to be here to commemorate this special occasion, whether to MSI, to you, or to you. I hope this is such a memorable one. Thank you so much. Some claps, please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, like the name of the launch today is prestige launch of MSI series. Now all over Malaysia do not have to worry about overheating, slow speed on your TV anymore. Right now you can bring it all over and super clean as well. Well, this PC is specially created for all the creators in Malaysia, such as designers, gamers, content creators, 3D animators, everyone that right now can have this PC to have high performance product. Well, thank you so much for your attention. Right now, I would like to welcome our Sales and Marketing Director, Mr. Henry Cho, to give his welcome speech. Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the event. Thank you very much. And before talking about our new series, I would like to share something we have centers. And total social media reach is over 4 million gamers. And among all the, sorry, can we, hello? Hello? Okay, back to, among all the global event today, this year, actually, we total reach over 10 million gamers. We partner with ESL, IEM, and our own MGA. Total reach is over 10 million. It's quite a big number for, and most of them are gamers. And let's take a look what we have achieved in our MGA this year in New York. Yeah. The video, please.
Step into the MSI Gaming Arena Finals here.
Everyone just glad to be here, and I hope we will win tomorrow, and we'll see.
The last man standing, and it's a party. Of the MSI MGA Finals, it's a banger.
Okay, yeah, that's the MGA we normally do every year. And thankfully, And luckily, not just us, we recognize as a gaming leaders. This year, in August, the Laptop Mag, the media in US, they recognize MSI as the #1 gaming brand among all other gaming brands. Actually, this title has been occupied by our competitor, Alienware, for a long time. But this year, MSI had won this title, and we really upgrade ourselves to another level. So that's why we keep saying we are true gaming, and we are really #1 in gaming. And let's take a look how they recognize MSI as a #1 gaming brand. They scored us in 6 different aspects. For example, the design, we scored 18 out of 20. Especially our GS65 is largely mentioned in their website and as the best design gaming laptop. Also, the software, we scored even 10 out of 10, which means our software really bring the users very good, the best user experience for our gamers. So among all these aspects, I believe this is what we commit to all the gamers. But this year, in the beginning of this year, we noticed there are another group of people. Maybe they are not gamers, but they also require very high performance on their work for their laptops. And they are creators. That's why we are here for today. Okay, let's take a look at the creators, our Thin and Light theories. This is the model we're gonna launch later. And for this section of laptop, we call it Thin and Light. Actually, it's been categorized into 2 different types. One is ultra slim, which is under 1.5 centimeter. We call it Ultrabook. It's normally without a graphic performance. Another type is called Thin and Light. It's between 1.5 centimeter to 2 centimeters. So it's a little bit thicker, but it comes better performance. And this Thin and Light is what MSI gonna focus for in the future. As you can see the chart here, this orange line is for Thin and Light. The trend is going up because users, they recognize they really need more performance. If they are okay to sacrifice a little bit thickness of their laptop, but you can do a lot more work than before, I believe most of the people will just say, yes, let's go for Thin and Light or modern PC. And more importantly, okay, this here, the red part is the gaming market. It's occupied 10% of total PC market share. But as you can see, the orange one, this is the Thin and Light. This section is about 3 times bigger than gaming. So MSI, we're gonna aim for this part and provide the best experience, just like our gaming series, to all the creators. And later, let's hear our partner from Microsoft Vice President, how they talk about our modern PC.
Hi, everybody. I'm Paul Donovan. I'm the Vice President of Microsoft for Partner Devices and Solutions. MSI and Microsoft have been working together for 20 years to bring innovative Windows gaming PCs and experiences to customers around the world. MSI's gaming rigs consistently deliver extreme performance, realistic visuals, authentic sound, precise control, and smooth streaming that gamers covet. Your commitment to technical innovation and breakthrough design has made MSI a worldwide leader in both gaming and esports. Beyond gaming, people want and demand powerful PCs, and everyone at Microsoft is thrilled that MSI has decided to expand its portfolio to include the new Prestige lineup. They're specifically designed to meet the unique needs of creators. The Prestige lineup brings the same value proposition that MSI is known for: extreme performance, amazing graphics, quality audio and excellent battery life, reliability, and of course, a great Windows experience. Most importantly, the Prestige lineup is already delighting creators, whether they're photographers, designers, artists, or 3D animators. Let me give a couple of examples. First, the PS42, remarkably thin and light, with a full 14-inch IPS HD display, quad-core CPU, and powerful discrete graphics, remarkably thin and light, while also bringing brushed aluminum chassis. Second, the 15-inch P65, the perfect combination of both style and power. It features Intel's 8th Gen Core i7 processor and a range of GTX graphic options so that creators can handle any video processing or gaming workload. MSI is a great partner to work with, and all of us at Microsoft look forward to our continued collaboration to bring more innovative devices and experiences to market for gamers and creators. Thanks very much.
Okay, yeah. Not just Microsoft, our partner, recognize this market. Also, our another important partner, Intel, they are also aiming for these parts in the future. Okay, because the creators, they recognize there are about 130 million content creators worldwide. And they also require a lot of performance for their work. Hello. And as you can see, after they have success in gaming with MSI, they start also looking at the creator market. So MSI, we have same direction with our key partner, key vendors, Microsoft and Intel. We believe we will bring the best experience for all the creators. Thank you very much. Enjoy today. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Henry. Thank you. Well, right now is the moment that we are all awaiting for. Right now is the official launch of our P65, PS42, GE75, as well as WS65 officiating launch. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Mr. George to be on stage to present this official launch of our 4 prestigious series, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. George. Thank you.
So before we introduce the GE75, hi everybody, sorry. My name is George, directly from Taiwan yesterday, and it's my honor to be here to join this launch party because we have brand new product line, which is Prestige this year. We try to expand our product portfolio because we find something interesting in the market. And it's our honor to have you guys to be here as well for the upcoming minutes. Hope you guys stay with us, and we have something more detailed regarding to the products, which the VP already mentioned. All right, before I start the GE75 product introductions, maybe we take a look of the products, which the sugar already have it, GE75. So as you can see, the keyboard surface, I would not say that is colorful. I would like to say bling bling. Right? So a lot of gamers come to us asking about the colorful keyboard. A couple years ago, we have 3 zones RGB. We have couple color scenario for users to choose, and the followers also do the same things to copy the features from us. And we have these per key RGB features last year. Since last year, we have GE63, GE73 to have this. And GE75, we just launched and is already selling in the market. Before we introduce the Prestige series, we would like to let you know what's the benefits and also the features we have for the GE75. First, there's the first 17-inch with 1070 graphics card with slim bezels on a gaming machine. This is the first time for the products we have this kind in the market. As you can see on the screen, the spec-wise of the dimensions is only 5.7 millimeters of the thin bezel, and it supports sRGB as well, 100%. And as you can see, the screen-to-body ratio is 82%, which is outstanding. And if you compare to previous 17-inch 1070 graphics gaming laptop, is less, 11% if you compare to the previous bezel. What we have is more than thin bezel. Also, we have 144 megahertz 3 nanosecond response time panel. Why that is important? Henry just showed a video which has happened in New York. We saw a lot of gamers fighting in the, for the Counter-Strike Championship. For that kind of game, FPS, first-person shooting games, and also the fast-moving games, like racing cars, Fast and Furious, game title like that, a lot of blurred image will happen when the character moving fast. If that kind of blur happen, how can those gamers shoot the enemy right in the head and won the championship? That is why we have this for GE75, 144 hertz and 3 nanoseconds response time panel. Most importantly, for the media creators, the 144 hertz panel can support up to 144 frames per second as well. If you guys are doing a video editing, you guys maybe feel that the 60 frames per second is kind of important for the YouTube upload. Now you have a good machine for you to support more than that. All right, this is also very, not only for the gamers, but also for media creators. And it supports sRGB. Actually, this feature with so-called true color. True color technology has been adopted in Hollywood for many years. We adopt these features into our machines for a couple of years, and it has 6 scenarios for people to choose. Whenever you are in the office, you can choose the office mode. You feel a little bit tired for your eyes, you can reduce the blue light. We can use the blue light mode. Whenever you wish to enter the game, you can choose the game mode to make the color contrast ratio, brightness, sharpness to be enhanced during all the purposes you need to enter. For the control, I just mentioned about the per key RGB functions. And one more important thing we have this year is the MSI app player. Maybe you guys have some tablet game or the cell phone games, maybe not so much into PC games, but this is the software for you guys to use to move your cell phone or tablet games into PC laptop. It can support multi-games to play at the same time, thinking about larger screen than your cell phone or tablet, and thinking about much more control power regarding to the keyboard you have. Okay, this is the app we have to support all the gamers who have MSI machines. And more importantly, whichever game you entered, the lighting area will be exclusive for the game title you play on. Or that's very exclusive for MSI as well. Regarding to the performance, of course, it's featuring the 1070. If you're doing some tests on the 3D Mark 11, it can go up high to 18,000 more. The reason why we can always claim that we are gaming #1, we put a lot of efforts on the performance-wise. Maybe you guys already know that if the cars have the powerful engine, it will generate a lot of noise and heat. Same thing also happened on the laptop. We noticed that very, very long time ago. That is why we focus a lot on our cooling system. Now the cooling system already been the Cooler Boost 5th generations, which have 2 fans, 7 heat pipes inside the laptops. And every time when we go to internet to check what's the performance of the laptop or the temperature on the surface of the keyboard, it's kind of important for those long-time gamers or long-time users. Why? Because when the performance goes up, the keyboard surface will be warm and hot. And the user's finger will be wet and they don't feel comfortable when they play the long time gameplay or long time video editing or image editing. That's why this is so important. Every time we claim this to our customers, performance of the cooling system is very important. And we can see some result from the media. They're talking about the comparison. MSI have 2 fans, they have 2 fans. We have 7 heat pipes, they have only 3 or 2 heat pipes. More heat pipes means more heat transference, more efficiency of the thermal will be solved by the system. That's why we always can claim more performance we can drop up, and more stability and more reliability because of the cooling system we have. This is a comparison. I will not go to every model. There you go. All right. So we always have the 70 pipes to compete our competitors. So thinking about the sound system we have, the sound stage, previously we cooperate with the Dyna Audio speaker, and we're thinking about how to improve our sound quality, not doing the best, but much more better. So this is the first time on the GE models. We're thinking about to create more chamber space before design everything else. So we can claim that 5 times bigger than before. This is so-called giant speaker in terms of the chamber, and also the speakers we have, the woofers we have. So this is the comparison between MSI GE models, giant speaker, and the competitor model. As you can see, the speaker size, what we have, and what they have. I will not go through every detail of the models. Simply let you know what's the difference between MSI and each other. One more features happen on the GE75 is the killer extend Wi-Fi. So before, maybe when you guys maybe have Wi-Fi surroundings situation happen in your house, which is when you walk to the other room, your Wi-Fi signal bar will drop a little bit. When you go out to the garden, maybe no signal at all. The killer extend technology try to solve this problem. It can be your router, it can be your second Wi-Fi IP to extend your Wi-Fi range to help you guys to access the Wi-Fi every corner in your room, every corner in your house as well. It's a new technology happen on GE75, and for the upcoming MSI model, we'll also have this. All right, let's do the sum up for the GE75. We have right now, we try to plan again that the first 17-inch thin bezel gaming together with a 1070 graphics card. This is what we try to focus on the first thing. And per key RGB, the bling keyboard. The panel itself, 144 hertz, 3 microseconds in terms of the response time. And also the giant speaker. The sound quality will be better, and the sound stage will be higher than before. And the thin bezel, and the exclusive APP player, also the killer extend technology. That's why we try to focus on the GE75 model. All right? So let's go to the P-Series, which is the main thing today. And we wish to that the showgirl to bring the product on the stage so that everybody see what's a P65. Previously, every time when I asked the showgirl to carry the gaming machine upstage, they try to smile and being like this, because the gaming laptop sometimes is 3 kilo, 2.5 kilo. But see the way she carried the Creator P65, it's less than 1.9 kilo, but very powerful inside the machine. It's together with the 1060 or 1070 graphics card. and come with two different color, which is white and silver. Later on, we'll spend some time talking about the detail of the machine. All right, this is the scenario we have. So Henry already shared with you guys, according to the research for the market research company, they claim that there is 130 million creators in the market which are looking for performance laptop to help them, no matter the workflows, no matter the creation things that they've done, they're looking for the products. And less than 2 years, they wish to refresh the hardware, no matter the CPU or the graphics card or the entire machine itself. So there is the market. We noticed that this year, and we find that there is very interesting market for us to penetrate. So who are the creators? Actually, I'm kind of nervous today because this is the first time I face a lot of designers and the creators in the product launch. This is the first time. We have the product in our office, we have our in our factories, and we're talking about the creators. But now I'm facing the real creators like you guys. So maybe you guys have some fix during your work and making some Photoshop, Lightroom to editing your image works. And maybe you guys have the Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW, or maybe you guys are the VR designers. I don't know. I'm not sure. And some of you maybe have the Adobe Premiere to editing the video. And, sorry. I think the presentation is more nervous than me because running faster than what I'm talking about. Can we go back to the software? All right, 3D designer like the 3D Max, Maya, those kind of software, and also the music arranger. I would like to say that we introduced the high resolution support into our product around 3 years ago. Now we have two different segments, which is supporting gaming and also supporting a prestige series. The music arrangers, maybe they need those kind of high resolution music to be editing. That is why we're also including those people into our market, TA. So people, a couple years ago, maybe they have the fruit brand together with him or she and, go to the coffee shop like this. They like to, they wish people to thinking they are trending. They thinking they are kind of quality designers. But now you have more choices. We have more powerful machine for you to choose, more aesthetic looking ID, and actually has 8-gen CPU, which means it has 6 cores inside the CPU, the processor, and also together with the 1060, 1070 graphics card, which has more performance regarding to graphics, and high resolution audio support as well. So we have two colors. As you can see today, we have white and silver with different spec. Later on, you can go to the product, give it an experience, and let us know your feedback, all right? So just like I already mentioned, the machine itself is less than 1.9 kilo. Henry just mentioned that we are looking for not the ultra slim market. We are looking for the other 1.5 to 20 millimeters, that kind of market with performance. All right, you guys maybe have a lot of work to do during your weekdays. Tons of video to be editing, a lot of projects for you to finish. The performance is kind of important for you for the working efficiency. The more performance you have actually means you have more time for the coffee shop, right? So true color is another technology, just what we mentioned to you guys. It has 100% sRGB to make sure your color accuracy is the 100% what you need and what your customer needs. And it has different scenario for people to choose. And actually, it has a very slim bezel, which is 4.9 millimeters. That causes slim body and light chassis. So 6 cores, again, I mentioned is 8-gen core, and performance-wise, more than 40% comparison to 7-gen. And if you compare to the Fruit brand, right, the graphics card inside, actually, we have 300 or 400 more percent to be enhanced. So the secret inside, almost the same with our gaming products. It has almost the same performance DNA. It's Cooler Boost Trinity, 3 fans inside, 4 main heat pipes to take care of all the thermal happen inside the graphics card and the processors. Even that is 8-gen, even that is 1060 graphics card or 1070 graphics card, is all running stable and reliable regarding to what you have done on your image or the music editing or the video editing. It will run fast and stable. Make sure your work will be done by time and delivered to your customers. Maybe you have some meetings between offices, between vendors and customers. Communicate with different color, different design, and different idea you wish to deliver, and tons of meetings between places to places. What you care about is not only the quality of the project, but also the battery hour of your machine, because you have to work all day long. We have done the test for the mobile Mac 2014, and we find that our machine can support all those kind of, offices, meetings, up to 8 hours long with productivity things. So don't worry about the battery hour. We already done the test, and we can make sure all day working is very, very sufficient for all the designers and workers. So this is a kind of idea. Maybe you guys are familiar with video transcoding. This is so-called ABC intra. For the rest will be the HTPC. Even the down one, the one below is the Titan X 128GB. We only little bit less than that, but beat the rest of the models. Same situation happened on Cinephone transcoding, or maybe you guys are familiar with this, H.264, okay? We have very outstanding video transcoding effect on our machines. Also support Windows Hello, kind of fast. Only put your fingers on that, and you will log into the system, all right? And support Windows Cortana as well. So let me do the sum up for the products. Ultra slim light, okay, less than 1.9 kilo, less than 18 millimeters, and supported 100% sRGB, 1060, 1070 graphics card to support. We have different category, and fingerprint, make sure the security issues. Audio enhanced, talking about the HD high resolution audio. Long battery hour, don't forget about that. This is the main thing we try to focus on, this P65. Okay, so more detail will be here. Maybe you guys already have an envelope and you have some detailed spec on your papers, and you will see, sorry about the screen, it's not that easy to read. All right, we have the special edition. This is what I mentioned. We have white edition and also the wooden box together. Maybe later you have some time, you can come forward to our demo. You will see the real product right there. All right, that's the P65. So next coming out will be the PS42, and we also ask our show girl to bring the focus. Some of you thinking about our P65 Maybe the screen size too big, not easy for you to carry in your bag. PS42 is not options for you to choose. All right, it also comes with the 8 Gen processors and with the graphics card inside. Let's take a look. All right, mainly it's for the business elite, female workers, yuppies, mobile workers, thinking about those designs that we just mentioned. The scenario is like this, and people are asking about, hey, this kind of machine, do they have sufficient performance? If we are doing some video editing, image editing, if you compare to 7 Gen processors, U series actually has huge incremental. So why it has huge incremental? Because it has quad cores, right? More than that, higher frequency, all right? The max turbo frequency, more catch, and also it support more dynamic frequency as well. If you compare to the HD 620 graphics belongs to Intel, there will be 4 times huge, okay, in terms of the graphics power. So this is the idea why we have better performance, because we have better cooling systems. So we have the MX150 graphics card inside, together with the Core i7, the 8 Gen one, also featuring the DDR4, which is higher than, we have higher efficiency than before. If you compare to the competitors, the graphics performance test will be higher a little bit. And also support the true color technology. So it also has our gaming DNA, which we focus on for many, many years. And it has HIMIC 3, support the virtual 7.1 channel, okay? And Windows Hello login. So to sum up, don't forget about the slim chassis it has, less than 1.2 kilo. So if you compare to P65, thinking about the huge size, maybe 16 is too big for you, then 14-inch comes up for your optional. And ultra slim bezel is only 5.7 millimeters in terms of the bezel, and it has the gaming level cooling, 2 fans and 3 heat pipes inside the system. Make sure your performance will be stable, your work will be reliable, and the fingerprint, the discrete cards, which is GeForce MX150. The battery hour will be longer than 10 hours, okay? So this is roughly the spec. You can find it in your bag as well. So these are our P-series, Prestige series, so-called made for creators. We have P65 and PS42. Hope you guys have some time later on to experience the machine and the demo. And we have one more model to be introduced, which is WS65. For people who are making the automobile flights, they maybe have some constructions to build buildings, making park, arena, or they have some mining business, drilling business, or they're making some models in terms of the lighting, in terms of many, many things which is more complicated than what we already explained on the screen. Those are the market for the workstations. So let me spend more time to talking about these products. And before that, I wish our show girl to bring the WS65 on the screen to let you guys see that. See the way she carry, Also, this is another slim one, very light. And like what I already explained to you guys, what the workstation products for and where is the market and who are those people who use the workstations. People like the architect, engineer, manufacturer, designer, student, even the enterprise will use these kind of products. For example, the automobile, science, huge data computing, VR industries, and what is AEC? Architecture, engineer, constructions, things like that. These are the market we focus on and our sales have tried to penetrate. And why MSI workstations? We have our own engineer and our own factories. All right, so the product-wise is reliable. The warranty will be reliable as well. And we always have refreshed products almost half year than our competitors. And from the manufacturing, stocking to scoring, we have all the product lines from the entry level students or the extreme levels, mostly for the science studies or those medical studies. And talking about the warranty and more ISV certification. So thinking about if we have this product to the hospital, they are doing some medical research or some medical analysis. We don't want to see that the doctor give the wrong answer to the patient, hey, you are having cancer, but actually not, right? It's kind of important for them, right? So the machine should have the correct and accuracy for the people who use it. So we use the card or graphics card inside our machine, which can deliver the precisely answers and precisely graphics in the market. Sorry. We try to, so let me introduce this page. Actually we have later on we have designers to let you guys roughly understand the workflow they have. But for here, mostly for the manufacturing. In the beginning, they have the conception, talking with the customer, have some discussions, and they will have some detailed design and some review, forward and backward, and they try to make it possible by simulation. And that is mostly for the mock flow or the mock-up, and into the manufacturing by computer aid. There'll be another process, and later on we'll have the marketing and sales to be demoed. Okay, the whole working flow will have different software to be applied and different purpose and a lot of discussions during the project. So the product itself will be important during them. And there is another thing we try to explain this for the architecture, engineering, and constructions. Okay, maybe in the beginning you have very, very good idea regarding to the building, regarding to the house. You start to do the architecture with some software. Then you start to do the structure inside the machines. For example, like the pillars here, like the lighting there. You have to thinking about the good lighting with good rendering, different rays in between, and discuss with your customer, hey, if you like it or not. And we have, you have to make sure your machine can render out so much good result, then you can move on the project and start to do the constructions. So there will be a lot of flow, actually. So this is another purpose why we focus, being used by the workstations is movie and entertainment industry. So for the movies, maybe you guys already know that a lot of animations being done by the graphics cards or the quad roll, and maybe you see the NBA or the soccer games. Sometimes there will be some graphics on the ground. It's been real-time rendered by the graphics as well, and some artificial intelligence computing and advertising on the huge screen. Yesterday, we just passed by to a signboard. That one is also done by the graphics card. So talking about the full product line we have, from the WE up to WT75 and W25. The graphics card was starting from the P1000, 3000, 3200, 4200, 5200. We have all the product lines inside MSI workstation product lines. And to support all this software is being used. I just talked about a lot of purposes and a lot of projects, different market scenarios. That is all the graphics card to be supported. And we have the latest one, just like what I already mentioned. We have the Agent core and the N70 graphics from the Quadro. So if you compare to previous, roughly it's like this, it's 3.2 times faster than before, which is Kaby Lake. All right. The ISV certification is the most important of all. If we have the good hardware but cannot support the software, so how can the designer or the architect or the engineer to make things right? So this is kind of important. We have the, more than 80% of the ISV in the market to be supported, and we have to get the certification from them directly. So these are the fields we try to penetrate. So the machine itself, all right, aluminum chassis, the golden color around the shields, and we try to make it, a little bit low profile because the workstation is not that, not like the gaming style, not like that kind of bling bling style. So we try to make it a little bit low profile but with more style. With aluminum alloy with a sandblasting in terms of the surface. And less than 1.9 kilo. In terms of the thickness, is less than 18 millimeters. So a couple of things we try to focus on this model and try to enhance longer battery life. All right, it's more than 9 hours, and we support Thunderbolt 3 as well. And the security we have, the fingerprints. True color to be supported, almost the same DNA from gaming, prestige, also our workstation products. So to have the 6 core, that is why we have the agent processors, especially what we try to mention is, this is first model to have Core i9, not the Core i7 only. We will have Core i9 as well. And the memory size can support up to 64 gig. And we have, even to support the Core i9, up to 64 gig in terms of the memory. We still have very, very good cooling system, so-called a Cooler Boost Trinity, almost like our Prestige. 4 heat pipes, 3 fans inside the system. And Thunderbolt 3, just like what I already mentioned. And the metric display, so-called the 3+1. 3 external I/O, which is HDMI, mini DisplayPort, and a Thunderbolt, together with on-screen. So 3+1, totally 4 screens to be supported at the same time. It will increase your work efficiency at the same time. And also support the NVIDIA Mosaic, Windows Hello login. And we try to mention again, longer battery life is more than 9 hours long, okay? Not only the Prestige have the longer battery hour, but also our workstation products have the same features. For the W65 is more than 9 hours, all right? More detail will be in your bag, on your papers, so I will not talk each detail of that. So, G70, G75 P series. We have P65 PS42, also the WS65 to be all the products very suitable for the market in every different product segment. Hope you guys have enjoyed the products introduction today, and maybe you guys have some questions or some inquiries. So later on, you can come forward to find people who wearing this polo shirt. We can have the answers for you. So my name is George. Thank you for coming today for the launch of the PST series launch. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, George. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here you go, the launch of our prestigious series by MSI. Right, once again, thank you, George, for this articulate performance, and your explanation is really well done. Right, thank you so much. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, right now, we want to showcase you by live performing. Our artist of the day, Miss Croissant, is going to show you how our PS42 ultra thin, okay, how thin it is, 15.9 millimeter, and ultra weight, only 1.19 kilogram laptop. How is it going to be high performing as well for creators to create artistic work? All right, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and watch Croissant.
So usually we have some situations when you're doing some, image editings. We have to rotate the pictures, render the surface of the character. As you can see on the screen, this is a real-time, real people happen here. This is not a pre-recording video. This is what happened right here. And as you can see, the model is MSI model. We just showcased this model today. And she's doing the real-time rendering, sketch, and make it the real work in front of you guys. See how smooth the performance of the products, and see how elegant she's making the products. All right, enjoy the show. Later on, we have more artwork to become up. Okay. 呃 See the way she's doing. It's very easy for people to do the editing in terms of the sketch and the rendering. So maybe some of you wish to be the volunteer of the next one, to be the sketch on the screen. Any of you? So don't forget about the product model name is PS42. So don't forget about the lightness. It's only less than 1.2 kilogram. Okay, the thickness is less than 12 millimeters. People might thinking about, we used to have Ultrabook, but it cannot finish this kind of real-time sketch and rendering. But with MSI PS42, yes, you can. You already see the performance here. You feel the light here. Later on, you can come forward to see that. And you already see the arrogant, no matter the product style and also the way she's walking.
Hi everyone. Just so that you guys know what Croissant is doing right now. Basically, he's doing for background coloring. Then he'll be showing you what the true color doing with the shadowing and research. But if you're not using true color, you can actually see the color is quite dimmed down instead of so saturated. Later, maybe we can test it out to just show you what without the true color in gamer mode or whatever so, or in RGB mode or in anti-blue or anti-glare. But right now you can see Croissant is doing more on shadowing and a quick sketch because of time constraint. He's just showing you some basic coloring and how the shadow overlay each other. Then right now she's currently doing more on shadow on the shirt. As you can see, the shirt color you can see is much more deep darker instead of black. Because of the true color system we are utilizing right now, they enhance the blue effect and the red effect. That's why you can see the color is much more blue instead of black.
All right, thank you so much, Krosan. Thank you so much for this artistic work. All right, I think that's all for today, Krosan. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, give a round of applause. Amazing work to have there. PS42. But right now, to watch our other series of our prestigious series. Right now is the time for our WS65. Well, we right now welcome Mr. Riza on stage for his work of performance on this WS65. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Mr.
Hello everyone. Which is our own project management software. Imagine a mixture of Facebook and Excel, all combined together. And then we have a Streamline Games, which is us. We are around 70 people of the company, which focus mainly on game production. So the project that I work on with the company so far, project like Street Fighter, Final Fantasy 15, Bioshock, Avatar, Terminator, and I think more than 200 projects so far. About MSI P65. As I said, I had a chance to work with MSI P65 during last week, and I can talk about a little bit of what I do in the office. I usually oversee all the production, and I need to make sure all the work is as is intended, and work with the art director and work with the technical director. So our work is a variety of different sections, from 2D, as you saw here. Khorasan did an amazing concept art. We have 3D work, we have programming, we have visual effect, we have simulation, and at the same time, for myself, I have office work as well. And at the end of the day, I always play game because, well, make game, play game. So a little bit of the software that we use, and I used during last week with the laptop. You can see here a little bit of work in progress of real-time rendering that I tried out with the laptop. And I can say everything was running smoothly. We use Photoshop, Illustrator, we use Substance Painter and Designer to texture the asset, and we use Maya, Max, Houdini, and ZBrush to put together all the 3D assets together. And I can say the laptop, none of the software crashed, and we proceed with everything as smoothly as possible. And some other tryout I did was testing some visual effect, testing some simulation. As they mentioned, this laptop is not mainly created for simulation and industrial work, but we have, in game development, we have real-time simulation as well. think there is a GIF, it's not running. Carson? Oh, this GIF is supposed to be a building that is smashed by a bullet and all the building is crashing down, but not working. Previous one? It's all right. So I can tell you a little bit of experience that I have with the laptop on Monday morning. So this week we had an event called Level Up KL. I'm not sure if any of you guys know about Level Up KL. It's the biggest gaming convention in Malaysia, which happens every year. On Monday morning, my boss told me that we need to present some of our games. So it was either I go to the office and create a video, play all the game and record a video and put them together and edit them. But I was lucky enough that I had the laptop at home because I was reviewing it. I ended up downloading all the games that we have on the laptop, playing them, and create a video on the go to the event in the morning instead of going to the office. And I can show you guys a video what I did. And all the editing, I did it in the car while I was going to the office. And without even connecting to the power. I can say this is quite an achievement that how this laptop can work. Personally, in the office, I have one of the old stealth version of MSI with the 970, but the new version that I had was 1060 NVIDIA GPU, which was running all the games as smooth as possible with 60 frames per second. And one of the great things about P65 is connection to multiply monitor without any external adapter. Usually, I have another laptop at home. If I want to connect it to 2 monitors above, I had to connect the adapter. But especially with the P65 limited edition, you can connect to 3 monitors out of the box. And this is my workstation in the office. That it was super easy for me just going to the office and connect it with the HDMI DisplayPort and the Thunderbolt USB-C to all my monitors without any issues. And at the end of the day, gaming. As I said, we make game every day, and when I go back home, if I'm not tired and I'm not passing out, I always play game. I at least play 10 to 15 minutes of a game. And I can say with P65, I try to run my most favorite games like the new Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Hellblade, or Batman Arkham Knight. And surprisingly, even with the new game and the old games, everything was running as smooth as possible with 60 frames per second. I can say all the time. All right, this is my presentation. Thank you, everyone. I'll be here. If you have any question from my experience for past week with the laptop, feel free to ask. Later today, I will give a demo with the other laptop to how we can go through a game engine and put all the assets together to showcase you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Riza. Well, WS65 is definitely, thank you so much, Riza. Very good performance, thank you. Well, WS65 is definitely an outstanding for mobile workstation as you wanted to use it as high performance user. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now is the time to have our group photo shooting for our VIPs. So media, please get ready as well. Well, let us welcome our VIP, Mr. Henry, Mr. George, Mr. Aimee Wu, Miss Aimee Wu, sorry, Mr. Nathan, and Riza Cross. Yeah, please be on stage for the photo session. Thank you. Right. Thank you. All right, Cross, you may stand here. Thank you. Right, media, you may start from the left, so don't worry, you can have a line through it. Right, you can have a line through it because I will start from the left to the middle and to the right. Well, media from the right first. In 3, right, our VIPs will be media on the right first, yeah? Media on the right first, yeah, that's right. In 3, 2, 1. Media on the right. Thank you. Media on the right. Thank you. 3. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Right hand side, please. Thank you. Right hand side. Smile. Right. Media on the right. Done. All right. Middle. In 3, 2, 1. Smile. Smile. All right. Some close up on the product. All right. Media on the middle. Done. Right. Media on the left, please. In 3, 2, 1. Smile. One more? Okay. Right, middle please. One more please. Middle once again. In 3, 2, 1. Smile. 2, 3. Smile. Okay, can see this ultra thin and ultra weak laptop. It's definitely high performance as well. They are super convenient by you taking all the way or to work or to home. Everywhere you can bring it right now with only 1.19 kilogram. Right, closer please. Thank you. In 3, 2, 1. Media who want to take a closer look, just stand up right now. Thank you. All right, thank you, media. Thank you, our VIPs. Thank you so much. Yep, maybe seated. Thank you. Well, right now, sorry. Yeah, thank you, VIP. Thank you so much. Well, our dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, lovely medias, as well as our friends from live stream, thank you so much for your attention. This is the end of our launching of prestigious 4th edition of MSI. See you and thank you.